Today I would like to tell you how to use a UG to 3D modeling and objects. First, let's start it with some basic functions because this is our first lessons. So if you want to create it in a file, just go into a file and in here new, click a new, and waiting for a while, and maybe your laptop a little bit slow. So in here you're gonna change the name and name your file, and you're gonna choose where you want to save the file. The hotkey to create a new file is Control plus N. Let's hit the console first. And then if you want to save a file, you just need to go to File and Save. You have several options here, and you could choose to save a file, you could choose to save as your file. And the hotkey of the save is Control plus S. And next, I will tell you that in menu and in insert, in here you're gonna have almost all the functions if you want to create any features to your object. And for examples, if I want to give extrude, you could find extrude here, revolved here, and you could also find if I want to combine two objects, you're doing a subtract to the object, and you're gonna do a unite in here or subtract in here. And also you could do a trim body or split body, and we're gonna explore this area in the futures. And in here is a capture tools. For example, if I have a sketch and I choose apply, and in that plines I just created a round shape. You don't necessarily to be existed this sketch, you just directly choose extruded this round sketch, and in here you could change the distance you want to give, and let's change to 50, and you hit apply. The difference between OK and apply is when you hit it OK, it's gonna exist this windows. If you want to do another extrude orders, you need to re-hit it extruded functions here. But if you hit it apply, you see it's still gonna stay on these windows, and you hit it these features is continually can do extruded on this object, right? And so I would like to show you how to use these functions. This is a capture the point on your object. For example, if I just disable this, just left in this, and if I want to have a sketch on the surface, I click the surface and click OK. And then if I do another circle, draw another circular, and I don't necessarily to be choose the center. Actually, I can choose the centers, but I can also, when you mouth near this circular edge, is click it, it's gonna automatically capture the center because we open this arc center. We could directly capture the centers and draw circular shapes here, right? And let's finish the sketch. And in here is how you view your object. For examples, this is a zoom functions. If I hit it here and I drag the mouse from left to right, it's gonna zoom in based on the area you drag. And also I could change the view of the object. If I change to this view, and this is the directly cover this view. But if I change to a different view, it's going to turn to side view of our object. And next, I'm going to show you render still drop-down menus. Currently, when you say your models, it's a shaded model with the lines on the edge. But if you change to another, like not shaded with the edges, just shaded, you're going to say the lines on the edges dispadded. You could also choose to change to a wireframe with dim edge. You're going to change a different another perspective of the object. Let's go back to the shaded with the edge. And in here, there is a white block. It's going to show you like a reminder based on your features you did in here. If you have any step needs to do in future, or if you have some wrong operations, some information gonna shows just in here. So in here, this is part navigators. In part navigators, all your features gonna be recorded in here, and you're gonna choose one of them, and you right click, you're gonna edit the parameters. And another thing I would like to tell you is in menu, and there has some preferences. If you go into the user interface, if you go into theme, there is a light theme recommended, and you also could choose another theme. And for example, if we change to a classic, you could try by yourself. It's gonna change to several years that UG looks like. But at the moment, just let's keep the light recommended version. Let's hit it OK. Another thing I would like to tell you, like how to use your mouth. If you scroll your middle mouth, you could just zoom in or zoom out your models, but this is not increase or decrease in the size of a model. It's just zoom in, zoom out the camera to see this model. And next, if you hold your middle mouth buttons, is trying to drag it, it's going to rotate the scenario. The same way, this is not rotate the model itself, but it just rotate the camera, the perspective you see this model. And the right click is quite different. If you right click on the blank area, it's going to show some quick options like zoom or rotation or others. But if you right click on the object, it's going to show another quick options like whether you need to hide your models, copy your model, delete the models. And another thing is if you double click on your model, it's directly enter that model. You could begin to modify your model. Let's say the distance I want to change to 25 millimeters and hit OK. It's going to be automatically update your models. Okay guys, today we finish our first tutorials. See you in next class. Bye.